Welcome to Green Nothing Productions. I am a left-wing autistic person who is against the alt-right and hates racism. Welcome to my random rambly vlog. So, some smart-ass motherfucker asked if I had ever bothered wearing suits. Yes, I wear them a lot. The reason that I'm wearing one right now is that in about 30 minutes I am going to go to a job interview. So that means you know how long this video is going to be. I'm making this video because I'm bricking it. I am absolutely bricking it. I'm not scared of pain and death and humiliation because I know how I react under those situations. Well, within reason, you know. Getting the things I want, though, achieving things, that's the scary thing. Because for me, so many of these things that I strive for are things that I kind of need to be there to strive for. You know, it's like there's nothing to do once the goal is achieved. You know, it's like the quest objective in Skyrim is the means to enjoying the game of Skyrim. And once you achieve the thing, it's like, well, what the fuck do I do now? And I know that typically whenever I actually achieve something, there is a moment of despair that follows. There is a moment of, okay, what the fuck happens now? And so I'm kind of scared right now because, I mean, partly it's an autism thing of like, yeah, I had this person phone me up from a sort of employment agency saying that, hey, somebody is looking for temp workers and stuff. And so that was a bit of faff, but alright, worth a try. And it's like, oh yeah, no, you're going for an interview. And it could start on Monday. And it's like, okay, suddenly this shit just got real. This could actually happen. And that's scary. That's a hell of a lot more scary than any threats of pain or suffering, or because that's, I mean, it's only a 3-month contract and it's shift work and it could be shit and I still could not get it. There are a billion different ways that it could not work out, but it could work out, which is a good thing, obviously, good thing. But at the same time, in a way, my existence here is a fragile thing. It's a fragile thing based on sort of peace and based on an understanding of the situations. If the situation changes, then obviously the situation here changes, and even if everything goes well, it's a 3-month contract. It's going to come to an end. So, absolute best case scenario, I get the job, everything's fine for 3 months, And then I have to adjust back to the fact of not having a job again until I find another job. But the more likely scenario is that I get the job, and there are complications for whatever reason, you know. But or it could turn out that, you know, misunderstandings or like things don't always happen well. Therefore, there are so many ways it could go wrong, and only one way that it can go right. And so, therefore, in my mind, it feels like the chances of it going wrong are that much more large. And that terrifies me because like even the universal credit thing, right? I tried that after essentially being begged and begged and begged. I finally tried it, and it completely fucked things up. And it was a very, very scary time because essentially the situation had changed, but it's like to a certain extent, the issue is that even if I can adjust to it, I've got to account for the fact that the people who I currently depend on have to be able to adjust to it. And sometimes they just don't fucking get it. Sometimes they just don't understand, and they just... Things have been bad when I have done things that have been... People have been begging me to try and to do, and I do them, try them, they don't work out, and then the fragile peace and equilibrium vanishes. Just goes. So in a way, I am... In a way, I am trapped in this situation by the fear of just how the fuck it could go wrong. I mean, I'm going to try, and it might work. It might work. I might get the job, and the job might be okay. But if the job... If I can't do it, if something goes wrong, then that could be bad. Okay, because particularly also there is this idea that I see a lot, and I'm just going to explain what it is and then explain my views on it, because otherwise my brain right now has the capacity to go tearing itself apart. There is this idea that essentially the rich earn their money and the poor haven't, so they deserve to die. And so, therefore, if from somebody's perspective, I am not earning enough, I deserve to die. Which is a position that I can understand someone taking if you are someone who has earned the fucking money and you've got the fucking money, but it is a very different fucking position to be in when your entire survival depends upon others, and you know that essentially you are one of their bad days away from not being able to live anymore. And essentially, what's happening right now with the whole I could get a job thing is that I am now foreseeing a bad day that could happen. Because the reality of things is that sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes you're just not a fit for things. Things just don't work out for people. And yeah, I'm fucking autistic. And yeah, I've spent the past couple of years basically going stir crazy in my fucking room. Not to mention all of the other fucking shit I've been going through. So, I don't think there is an inconceivable possibility that this job interview could not work. And it's one thing if the interview fails, it's quite another if I start work and then something happens then. Because the last time that I got a job and I had to quit it because fucking pain, it caused a year worth of the very fucking worst depression. So I am shitting myself right now because there is certainly a chance, a non-zero chance, that I could get the job and it could not work out. And if that happens, then at the least, I am likely to have a very fucking rough few days as I have to now try to figure this shit out and negotiate and update the people who currently are supporting me because they understand the situation that I'm in. It's like I have to, you know, it's not enough that something bad happens to me. It's I then have to translate the bad thing that's happened to me in a way that the people I depend on will understand and accept, and then will, you know, continue to support me in my endeavours of not dying. And I mean, I could be wrong here, and it could be that they of course they'll support me, but I don't feel that way, you know? I feel very much like if I get this job, that could in many ways be a very fucking bad thing for me, because unless I get the job and everything goes completely fucking fine forever, then all I am doing is opening myself up to all of that fucking bullshit that I just went through in the past year. Except this time, I can't even say that I went into it, because I was caught up and I decided, what the fuck, I'll give it a try. And that's still, as far as I'm concerned, what I'm doing. But I know that if I get the job, I try it out, and things don't work out, that bad things will happen. That the people I depend on to not die won't accept the fact that things didn't work out, and that they will freak the unholy fuck out that how dare things not work out. Like, to a certain extent, if I'm gonna be killed, just fucking kill me already. I mean, this is basically why I want just a fucking... The reasons I want a universal basic income are are a hell of a lot less selfish and a hell of a lot more practical and a hell of a lot more global. But it would also be nice to have a universal basic income just to not have to fucking worry. Because the whole point of a universal basic income is it doesn't matter about what conditions you have. It doesn't matter about the paperwork. You get that money all the fucking time, regardless. You get a job, excellent. You don't get a job, okay, you've still got it. Okay, you earn this much, fine. If you earn even more, excellent, still have it. If you earn less, just consistency. Whereas instead, what I've kind of got at the moment is a very careful, delicate balance. And I don't trust this balance. Because every now and again, the people that I depend on just like to fuck things up. Just like to make life difficult because fuck it. So I am terrified right now. And this is a feeling not helped by the fact that I got up at midnight last night. Because essentially sleeping patterns not good. And things have consequences. You stay up late one day in order to get something done. That has consequences. And what I am scared of right now is the consequences of this going well and then just reality occurring and it then not going well. Because I feel like, to a certain extent, unless I get the job and everything's fucking glorious and there is no problems ever, that bad things could happen and that it could be very, at the very least, very stressful. I would be a hell of a lot more okay with these things if I didn't have to deal with these people and their moods. But I do. So yeah, I'm not feeling good. Not feeling good about my chances. Hopefully, I'm going to start this rendering. I'm going to chug a fuck of a lot of Mountain Dew to try and stay fucking awake and get this job interview done in the hopes that it will go okay. And then we will see what the fuck happens. Bye. Thank you to all my Patreons at patreon.com for helping to make videos like this possible. If you wish to leave a like or dislike to rate the video for my analytics, that would be much appreciated. Comments are always welcome, though be aware that they will be moderated before being published, so please be civil. If you liked this video, please consider adding it to your favourites, sharing it to your friends, or subscribing. If you wish to help me out, or my channels, please consider whitelisting my videos in your adblock software, subscribing for monthly donations through Patreon, or giving a small one-off donation. Alternatively, I have a Steam wishlist for games I would consider Let's Playing or streaming, so if you would like to see me broken before the Dark Souls altar, or just happen to have gotten a duplicate of a game in a humble bundle, then you know what to do. I also have an official Facebook fan page, Twitter account, Tumblr, Reddit and blog, so you can stay up to date with all of my videos, blog articles and the things I care about. Links are in the video description. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I think that all that now needs to be said is ban all guns, institute universal basic income now, and ensure government is elected by proportional representation. Oh, and also, fuck the racists and fuck the alt-right.